family, friends, and faculty that are here to support them today. So I'd like to give a quick shout out at the beginning and thank Chuck, as well as our facilities and our IT team, and Elisa Villanueva for helping coordinate this and making all of this come together. So thank you. Wondering why you are here. Today's ceremony will be when we officially recognize our newest group of Palmer West chiropractic interns. So this pinning ceremony, which is sometimes referred to as a white coat ceremony, as you can see, marks a very significant milestone in a student's journey to becoming a chiropractor. It marks the culmination of over 2.5 years of hard work thus far, and it also marks the beginning of the next phase of their chiropractic education, which is their chiropractic internship. So I feel that your class is part of a particularly special group of Palmer West students. You guys all made the brilliant decision to choose Palmer West to become the best doctors of chiropractic that you could possibly be. But then over 1.5 years ago, we all got the news that Palmer will be phasing out operations here at the West campus. And despite the unexpected turn of events, you all made the choice to stay the course and continue your education here at Palmer West. And now, here you are, right on the doorsteps of your internship in our outstanding Palmer West clinic. So you guys have been preparing for this day throughout countless classes, endless hours of studying, more exams than you care to think about, and hours upon hours of hands-on practice. And this quarter, you've also been learning to navigate the student clinic, and you have been trying to figure out your way through our EHR, which is no simple task. You guys are all getting it, though. At least that's what I'm hearing. And all of that is coming together to make this major transition and transformation, and it represents the personal growth to become interns. So that's going to be your next step, and that's what we are officially recognizing today, that transition from student to intern. Though your class is certainly a group of unique individuals, you will now be joining a larger cohort made up of Palmer interns, clinicians, and clinic staff. I want to encourage you to continue to work together and support each other, and I want to encourage you to make every effort to get the most out of your upcoming clinic experience. We are going to be welcoming you into our clinic tribe, and we will all be partnering together with the common goal of providing the best possible care to all of our patients. As you begin seeing patients in the outpatient clinic setting, you will feel a sense of excitement. It's always a nervous excitement in the beginning, but it's excitement nonetheless. But you'll also have times where you might feel overwhelmed and uncertain. And I want to just let you know ahead of time, that's a very normal feeling when you go into the clinic system. I want to encourage you to embrace all of your experiences in the clinic, even the challenging ones. And I want to encourage you to step into uncertainty and allow the challenges that you face to help you continue to grow. Since becoming Dean of Clinics, I haven't had nearly as many opportunities, I think for you guys, any opportunities to work with you as a professor or an instructor, and I've missed that. It's one of the things that I miss the most being a full-time administrator. So as we continue, if you'll indulge me, I'd like to take the opportunity during this ceremony to speak to you and remind you a little bit about why you're here. You guys are here because you've chosen to take on the responsibility of being a physician. You've chosen a career where you're going to be responsible for guiding your patients towards improved health, and you are here because you've decided you wanted to make a difference. In this upcoming year, you will be building your first chiropractic practice. I say this at all the pinning ceremonies, that they're building their first practice. Most of you are dreaming of what you think will be your first practice after you graduate. But actually, it begins right here. Here at Palmer West, you will be meeting patients that will transform your appreciation of what it means to be a healer. You will be responsible for the care and management of these patients in your first practice. You'll be promoting and growing that first practice of yours, and you'll be working with an exceptional clinical staff that is here to support you. You will have a group of colleagues to collaborate with, and you will be guided by your mentor clinicians. So it's up to you how much effort that you'll put into this very first practice of yours. And it's going to be up to you how much you get out of it. And I'll let you know right off the bat that we hold a very high bar of clinical excellence here at the Palmer West Clinic. Hopefully that's why you chose to stay here. I want to emphasize that your time in the clinic will be about so much more than earning the minimum number of credits necessary to graduate. Actually, that's going to be one of the easiest parts. Instead, it will be about putting in the time and the hours necessary to get the maximum experience possible, and thus lay the foundation that will shape the kind of amazing doctor that you're going to become in the future. So today, it truly is a special day. I hope it's a day that you guys will look back on and remember. I still remember my pinning ceremony. And I tell you what, everybody says as you get older, time flies. It really does feel like just yesterday. I was sitting right where you are. And I remember still the sense of significance of it. And I really do thank all of you for participating in this significant event and this milestone for them. I'll never forget the patients I had when I was an intern at Palmer West. I'll never forget how much my patients taught me during my internship. I remember the lessons I learned from my mentor clinicians, and trust me when I say that the next year of your career will be one of the most formative and memorable times of your life, and it is going to move fast. I truly consider it a great privilege that we get to be a part of your journey, and I trust that you will continue to make us proud as you enter your outpatient clinic experience. Now, I'm going to turn this over for a few moments to Dr. Snow, who is our Senior Campus Administrator and Dean of Academic Affairs. I'm going to invite him up. He wants to chat with you a little bit, too.
I always struggle so with chatting a little bit. I'll try not to go on for too long. I'd like to thank all the guests here today for going out of your way to be here for this very important day for our students. I know, I'm sure you sat in traffic. Some of you flew here and went through the time and effort to be here to support these people who you love and value. And so I just want to recognize you for your efforts. So let's give them a round of applause. And Dr. Clark mentioned that we are phasing out this campus. This will be our second to last class to graduate. I usually don't talk about these things, but I'm going to today really in recognition of the group of students that's sitting here before us. So I have had the opportunity to engage with everyone in this group in a myriad of different ways. And I have an absolute fondness for this class. Dr. Clark said that you made the decision to stay. I firmly believe, knowing all the challenges that you've been through, I firmly believe that you're going to not regret that decision, value that decision, and appreciate it, not only for the next year that you're here, year plus, but throughout your careers. And so I know it's been a rocky journey, but the level of maturity, engagement, enthusiasm, and support that this group of individuals has contributed during their time here is just unfathomable. I mean, just outstanding. And so I know that's different. I know you've heard it before. I want you guys to hear it, to know that everyone sitting here is really special to us and Palmer as they are to you as well. So, as Dr. Clark said, the pressure's on, right? Clinic's always an interesting thing. I had the privilege of running the clinics for 15 years prior to Dr. Clark. there's some of you in here who feel like you're, more than prepared, right? Ready to go, no problem, you got it all, you're good to go. And it's great that you feel that way. You probably, have some things that come to heart that are come along the way that put that into question, which is a good thing, because it happens to all of us even years into practice. And then some of you are also feeling a lot of anxiety about, can you do this, right? Are you going to be able to get C7 decapitate on that patient? And I actually want to talk about that a little bit, because the answer is A, yes. And if you can't, you've got backups there, right? You've got your mentor clinicians who are going to be able to help you in situations where the patient really needs an adjustment, and for some reason you're not able to do that. And it waxes and wanes. You've probably experienced that already. The thing that I want to emphasize with you today in this year of practice you have ahead of you is that the more you put into the next year, the faster you roll on that logarithmic, somebody say it. Logarithmic, that's not the right word. You guys know what I'm saying. Apparently I no longer know. Logarithmic curve of practice growth, right? It starts out very slow, it accelerates rapidly, you plateau at the spot you want. That's practice. That practice actually starts in the clinic. It doesn't start after you graduate, get a diploma, because everything you learn over the next year moves you incrementally along that. Now, some people are this way longer, some people are this way shorter, but everyone goes on that path. And so you come into the clinic and you don't have a lot of patients, and the question is, do you go home? Do you disengage? Or do you make yourself available and improve your skill set? Or do you go out and recruit patients? We have one of, I think, the best clinical education systems and realistic clinics in chiropractic academia, at least in the US. It's really outstanding because it's so filled with real patients. By that I mean people that aren't coming here because they love these people or owe them. They're giving up their time and money to be patients here. That's the reality of practice. Your family is never going to sustain you with practice. Most of them want to be treated for free anyway, and they're not going to refer that many people. Sorry, it's just probably not going to happen. My experience and my friend's experience. But the one challenge that our clinic system creates is it makes it a little too easy on you, because we are going to just be giving you patients. And when you get out into practice, who's going to give you patients? Maybe you work for a doctor as an associate, they give you patients, you do all the work, they get most of the money. That's possible. But eventually, at some point, you want to get the patients, treat them, and get most of the money, right? And so that first part can be a very valuable learning experience. I'm not diminishing it, it's just the business reality if you live behind it. The thing that you don't get taught here, because it's hard to teach, is how to talk to people, how to communicate with them effectively, to get them into your clinic, to make them understand what they're doing, and to keep them there. And so, in your practices, I don't think you're going to come in to work and then go, oh, I saw my one patient today, I'm just going to go home, right? Or are you going to come into work and go, I made enough money to pay all my bills, I'm just going to go home. I'm going to stop practice for the rest of this week. That is not a successful mentality, and I know you know that. But I see it applied in the clinic all the time. Well, I got a C-, I met my minimum clinic requirements, I'll call it a day. And the reason that happens is I don't think I know it happens because you're burnt out and you want to get the heck out of here as soon as possible. I know that. Been there, done that. But recognize that the experience is so valuable that you're really shooting yourself in the foot when you don't take advantage of it. And there are things you can do in terms, once you have all those credits out of the way, you can focus on communication, saying what you want. No fear that if the patient chooses not to come back, it doesn't impact you in your graduation. It's a kind of a window of opportunity to really work on what you've been taught and how you're going to communicate and interact with patients and manage their cases. And I'm just imploring you, and I know you guys are all go-getters, but I'm imploring you, take advantage, full advantage of the time you have and make the most of it. It will make you better. It will make you more successful sooner. Practice is about, almost, yes. Practice is what we do, right? And it's exactly the word. It's called practice for a reason. Okay. So the more you practice, the better you are. And you never get to stop. And so just keep that in mind. Make the most of it. Put effort into the skills. Back to the, are you going to move C6? Yes, you are. That's the least of your worries. The problem you're going to find is you're going to get patients quick so well that they want to leave, and you fail to educate them why they need to stay. And then you got to backfill that spot, right? So that's the thing that's harder to do. You're actually very well trained in the easy thing, which is adjusting. So, all right. So work on your communication. Did I lecture you too much? Sorry. I still teach, so I'm not anymore actually in other classes. All right, from the bottom of my heart, congratulations on reaching this milestone, on putting all the blood, sweat, and tears into what it took to get here. Have an outstanding clinical experience. I know you guys are going to do great, and congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Dr. Snow. We were just talking, it's not C6 that's the tough one, it's that darn C3 that's tough. Under there, that's the one that's on the challenge. So, normally at this point in the ceremony, we invite our ASG president to the podium to speak on behalf of the class. But given that our ASG president is being pinned today, President Greg Nelson has offered to come and speak on behalf of the student body to this group. So Greg, come on.
Oh, hi,
Hey, everybody hear me in the back? Good? Back there? Yeah, awesome. All right. Well, good morning, everybody. I'm so happy you guys are here to celebrate the pinning ceremony for this class. They're an amazing group, but on behalf of requests from some of these, I got a question from everybody in this room. How's everybody doing? Keep it going. Well, again, thank you guys for being here. My name is Greg Nelson, as Mark mentioned. I'm the past student body president here at Palmer West. And I'm just honored and humbled to speak to you guys today. I mean, just thank you for having me back and speak. It's wondrous, you guys, so thank you guys so much. Y'all look incredible today. I can't wait to see you guys throughout student clinic, the rest of my time here, and see what you guys do. So I've kind of watched this group grow. They stepped right into Palmer West. I saw them walk through the doors, and I just knew this class was going to be special right off the bat. During my time as presidential role, themselves, and also there's a few eighth quarters in the back as well. They just helped me transition into my role, so I can't thank them enough for that, as well as the eighth quarter and just everybody who has helped out. Just a special group overall, and I just know each of you are going to be incredible professionals in the workforce, and you guys are going to change lives. That's kind of mean today is about changing lives, and so there's a saying out there. Chiropractic makes an adjustment in your life. You see what I did there? See? Yeah. But that's because, let me think about it though for a second. Like, when you make that adjustment, you change something in that person's body. You do it physically, you do it mentally. Physically, we increase range of motion, we decrease pain. All the stuff that we've taught from faculty members here, they taught you all that stuff. But really, using the power of your own hands to create that special moment in somebody's life, it just does wonders. I see it every day in outpatient clinic. I mean, you guys probably see it every day in student clinic. When you make that adjustment, instantly it feels better in that person. So You're gonna do that, you're gonna change lives. Remember, all your hard work today is what's gonna create the future habits for what you're gonna be doing in your practice, your patient flow, everything like that. So, just on that note, go out there, have fun today, guys. Thank you again for letting me come and speak. Just want to make it short and sweet for y'all, and congratulations again, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Greg. So, as we begin the official pinning part of the ceremony, I'd like to share some final thoughts with you to reflect on about the discoveries you're going to make as you continue forward on your journey from intern to doctor. I go through this at each pinning ceremony, and it's something that I've put some thought into over the years, and I'd like to have you ponder some of these thoughts, just to put these at the forefront in your mind as we make this official transition. In the coming year, here are some of the discoveries that you're going to be making. You're going to discover the power of your touch and the importance of your words. You're going to discover how important it is to understand that your patients are human beings, not just a diagnosis to be treated or a credit to be earned. You're going to discover that to understand pain means to truly understand who your patients are, understanding their values, their worries, their hopes, their dreams. You will discover that empathy and human connection are absolutely critical to the process of healing. You will discover the humbling honor and responsibility associated with overseeing your patient's care personally and with excellence. You will discover that being a chiropractor means a lifetime of learning, and mostly, you're going to discover that being a chiropractor is truly a calling, not just a profession. With those thoughts, we're going to transition to the presentation of your official clinic pins. So this is what will formally symbolize your transition from student to intern. Dr. Dahl Betty, who is our amazing West Campus Director of Clinics, is going to come up, and we can all say. He's going, that's true. He's going to read your names, and when your name is called, what you're going to do, so we'll go through this real quick. You'll come forward. I'm going to present your pin. We've got pictures that are going to be taken. I'm going to present your pin and shake your hand, and then we'll get a picture, and then I'm going to pin it for you, and then we'll get another picture. You're on first, so you're going to say it, so you can get it right. All right, you guys ready? Okay, so.
All right, here we go. Eli Champagne. Thomas Furmore.
We're getting him the perfect fit.
Peyton Haley. Nicholas Hicks. Jaskirat Hoti. Tanya Iqbal. Raiden Jetton. Larissa Cam. Jagminder Kaur. Chrissy Landrick. Jasmine Loti.
That's my card.
Peyton Nadeau. Charles Oliver. Jorge Rosado. Sylvia Brulo. Luke Sanchez. Sam Shepard. Jagandeep Singh. Shelby Slusher. Four sophomore. Manveer Munchie Tucker. Amy Tran. Graydon Vandermark.
Let's go, Dur.
Alyssa Villanueva.
So, let's give one big round of applause to our new. Close, I'd like to ask you guys to remember that as you embark on your internship and ultimately your career as a chiropractor, you will forever be a part of the legacy of Palmer West. I trust that you will all continue to make us proud as you enter the outpatient clinic experience, and I have no doubt that in the future you will continue to represent Palmer West very well. So thank all of you for attending today's ceremony, and please join me in giving one final round of applause to welcome the newest Palmer West chiropractic interns. Celebrating your newest interns. I'd like to just remind you that before we all know it, we'll be gathering once again to congratulate them as they graduate and become doctors in the fall of 2024. So thank you all for joining us today.